You're going about your day like any other, perhaps watching TV, cooking dinner, or scrolling on your phone, when suddenly, a strange pressure begins to build in your chest. It's not exactly pain at first, more like a tightness that slowly intensifies, creeping into your shoulder, then down your arm. You break into a cold sweat, your heart starts racing, and a wave of nausea washes over you. Deep down, you know something is very wrong. And the scariest part? You're completely alone. In that moment, fear takes hold. Do you call for help? Do you lie down? Do you wait to see if it passes? What do you even do if you can't reach anyone? The truth is, most people have no idea how to react during a heart attack, especially when there's no one around to help. But the actions you take in those first few minutes are absolutely critical. They can mean the difference between survival and becoming just another tragic statistic. That's why this video is more than just information. It's potentially life-saving knowledge you must hear. We're going to walk you through 10 essential, medically backed steps you can take if a heart attack strikes and you're on your own. These aren't gimmicks or internet myths. They're real-world techniques designed to help you survive until professional help arrives. So pay close attention, take mental notes, and most importantly, share this with someone you care about. Because in a moment of crisis, knowing what to do could be the only thing that keeps your heart beating. Tip 1. Recognize the early signs and act immediately. The very first step in surviving a heart attack alone is recognizing the symptoms and acting without hesitation. Time is critical. Every second that passes without treatment increases the risk of damage to your heart muscle. Heart attack symptoms may not always be dramatic. They often begin subtly and build up over a few minutes. Classic signs include chest discomfort, usually in the center or left side. It may feel like pressure, squeezing, fullness, or pain. This sensation can last more than a few minutes or go away and return. You may also feel discomfort in your shoulders, arms, back, neck, jaw, or stomach. Shortness of breath, cold sweats, nausea, or lightheadedness are other red flags. The moment you feel these symptoms, stop whatever you're doing. Sit down immediately to prevent falling if you lose consciousness. Try not to panic. Panic increases your heart rate and worsens the situation. Do not try to walk it off or hope it passes. These early signs are your body's desperate cry for help. Call emergency services if you're able. In many regions, 911 or your local emergency number will connect you to life-saving professionals. If calling isn't possible, prepare to take additional steps to stabilize yourself. But it all begins here, with awareness and swift action. You can't treat what you don't recognize. Knowing the symptoms is not just smart. It's essential. It could be the reason you live to tell the story. Tip 2. Chew aspirin immediately, don't swallow whole. If you suspect a heart attack and have aspirin nearby, chew one standard 325 mg tablet immediately. Chewing is essential because it helps the aspirin enter your bloodstream faster. Swallowing it whole takes longer to work, and in a heart attack, every second counts. Aspirin helps thin your blood and prevents the formation of further clots that could worsen the blockage in your arteries. Make sure the aspirin is not enteric coated, as that coating delays absorption. Chewing bypasses that issue. The goal is to get the aspirin into your system as quickly as possible to reduce heart damage. This simple step can keep your heart functioning long enough for help to arrive or give your body time to stabilize. If you don't have aspirin at home, make it a priority to keep some in an easy-to-reach place, like your medicine cabinet, nightstand, or wallet. You never know when you might need it. Don't confuse aspirin with other pain relievers like ibuprofen or acetaminophen. They won't help in this situation. One more point. If you're allergic to aspirin or have been told not to take it by a doctor, skip this step. Safety always comes first. But for most people, a quick chew of aspirin could dramatically improve your odds of surviving a heart attack when you're alone. Don't wait until help arrives. Act immediately. This one small action could be the turning point between recovery and disaster. Tip 3. Call emergency services before doing anything else. Even if you feel unsure, Always make calling emergency services your top priority. The moment you recognize the signs of a heart attack, dial 911 or your local emergency number. Don't delay. Don't convince yourself it's just anxiety, or probably nothing. Minutes matter, and making that call connects you with professionals who can dispatch an ambulance and guide you through what to do next. Emergency responders can begin life-saving treatment on the way to the hospital. Many ambulances are equipped with defibrillators and medications that hospitals use for heart attack patients. Getting them en route while you're managing symptoms alone buys you time and increases your survival chances. If you're unable to speak clearly, try to stay on the line anyway. Most emergency centers can trace your location based on your call. If you're using a mobile phone, activate any medical emergency shortcuts, like SOS mode, which sends your location to contacts or emergency dispatchers. While you wait, don't hang up unless instructed. The dispatcher may guide you through breathing, positioning, or other essential steps. Even if you feel the pain subsiding, never cancel the call. Heart attack symptoms can come and go. The danger is still present. Calling first ensures that help is on the way, no matter what happens next. You can't treat a heart attack alone forever. You need professionals. Make this step your automatic first reaction, just like reaching for a seatbelt in a car. One call. One chance. Don't hesitate. Tip 4. Stay calm and breathe slowly. When you're in the middle of a heart attack alone, your natural instinct might be to panic, but panic only worsens the situation. Increased anxiety speeds up your heart rate, raises your blood pressure, and causes your body to burn oxygen faster. All of this puts extra strain on a heart that's already struggling. Instead, focus on staying calm and controlling your breathing. Sit down in a safe position, preferably on the floor or a firm chair with back support. Place one hand on your belly and the other on your chest. Slowly inhale through your nose, letting your belly rise as you fill your lungs. Then exhale gently through your mouth. Repeat this slow, steady pattern. Controlled breathing helps relax your nervous system and lowers your heart's oxygen demand. It also gives your mind a task to focus on, helping reduce fear and anxiety. You may not be able to stop the heart attack entirely, but you can create better conditions for survival. Try to speak affirmations aloud. I am strong. I am calm. Help is coming. This helps keep your mind from spiraling into panic. The clearer your head, the better your decision-making becomes. If you're trained in meditation or have practiced deep breathing before, apply those techniques now. But even if you haven't, just slowing your breath is a powerful tool. It's your body's built-in brake system, and it works fast. Use it. Keeping your mind calm gives your heart a fighting chance. Breathe like your life depends on it, because in this moment, it just might. Tip 5. Position yourself to reduce heart strain. Your body position during a heart attack can make a big difference in how well your heart can cope with the reduced blood flow. Lying flat can make breathing more difficult and may increase pressure on your heart. Instead, aim to stay upright but relaxed. The best position is to sit on the floor with your back supported against a wall, bed frame, or firm couch. Bend your knees slightly, keeping your feet flat on the floor. This allows blood to circulate more evenly and reduces strain on your heart muscle. Avoid standing or walking around. Doing so puts extra stress on your heart and may cause you to faint or collapse. If you're in bed, prop yourself up with pillows so your upper body is elevated at a 45-degree angle. Lying flat on your back can worsen breathing issues and chest discomfort. On the other hand, avoid lying completely on your side, as it might compress certain arteries or reduce your lung expansion. Staying in a semi-reclined position helps your lungs work more effectively and supports your blood flow. It also keeps you from injuring yourself if you faint or lose consciousness. Remember, your goal is to conserve as much energy and oxygen as possible while minimizing further damage. This is not the time to pace, look for things, or clean up. Sit down, support your body, and wait for help. Let your body focus all its energy on survival. Smart positioning is a silent lifesaver that many overlook, but it works. Tip 6. Loosen tight clothing for easier breathing. During a heart attack, your body is already struggling to get enough oxygen. Any additional restriction, even from tight clothing, can make breathing more difficult and increase strain on your heart. One of the simplest actions you can take is to loosen anything that could be constricting your chest, neck, or waist. Start by unbuttoning the top few buttons of your shirt or blouse. If you're wearing a tie, loosen or remove it. Tight collars can make breathing feel more labored. Remove or loosen any belts, shapewear, or tight pants if they're causing pressure around your stomach or hips. Let your body expand freely with each breath. This also helps your lungs inflate more fully, allowing you to get more oxygen with each breath. It's especially important if you're sweating or feel like you're suffocating, a common sensation during a heart attack. The more air your body gets, the better your brain and heart can function under stress. Even jewelry like tight necklaces or chokers should be removed if they feel constrictive. Small changes like these won't stop a heart attack, but they can ease the burden on your respiratory system while you wait for emergency care. It's all about reducing pressure and making your body more comfortable. You don't want anything interfering with your body's natural efforts to stay alive. Creating room to breathe, literally, could give you the strength and oxygen you need to stay conscious longer. Don't underestimate this small act. It could be the breath of life you didn't realize you needed. Tip 7. Coughing as a last resort, only if you're fainting. There's a popular theory that hard coughing during a heart attack can keep you alive. It's called cough CPR. However, this technique is only useful in very specific circumstances, and even then, it's not medically recommended for the general public unless instructed by a professional. Cough CPR may help if you're alone and on the verge of passing out due to a sudden abnormal heart rhythm, not a full blockage or heart attack in progress. The technique involves deep breaths followed by forceful coughing every 2 seconds, similar to a deep, hacking cough. The theory is that it keeps blood flowing by compressing the heart. But here's the problem. Most heart attacks don't involve a rhythm disturbance that can be corrected this way. For many, a blocked artery is the cause, not an electrical problem. Coughing won't reopen the blockage or fix the problem. It may even waste energy your body desperately needs. Also, if you're already lightheaded or weak, coughing hard could make you pass out faster. So here's what you should remember. Only cough if you've been told to do so by a medical professional over the phone, or if you're trained and aware that you're having a rhythm-based episode like ventricular tachycardia. Otherwise, stay calm, sit down, breathe slowly, and call emergency services. Don't rely on myths when your life is at stake. Your best strategy is oxygen, rest, and professional help. Let the experts handle the rhythm. Your job is to stay alive until they arrive. Tip 8. Stay awake and keep talking to stay alert. Fainting is a major risk during a heart attack. Losing consciousness not only limits your ability to call for help or take steps to survive, but it can also reduce oxygen to the brain and put your body in a more dangerous position. One way to stay conscious is by engaging your brain and keeping yourself mentally alert. Try talking to yourself. Speak out loud about what you're doing. I'm staying calm. I've called for help. I've taken aspirin. This verbal thinking keeps your mind active and focused. It also keeps you breathing in a steady rhythm, which can help regulate your blood pressure and oxygen levels. If you're religious or spiritual, pray out loud. Reciting familiar verses, mantras, or affirmations can be calming and help keep you conscious. Singing softly or repeating a nursery rhyme can have the same effect. The goal is not to entertain yourself. It's to give your brain a task and prevent it from slipping into unconsciousness. Staying awake also allows you to monitor your symptoms and take action if they worsen. It keeps you mentally prepared to unlock the door if help arrives, describe your condition to emergency responders, or take another aspirin dose if advised. Every minute you stay conscious is a minute you have more control. Your thoughts can be your best weapon in a moment like this. Don't let your brain shut down. Keep it moving, speaking, thinking. It might seem small, but it's one of the most powerful survival tools you have. Tip 9. Unlock your door and make yourself visible. One of the most overlooked but critical actions during a heart attack is making sure rescuers can actually reach you. If you've called emergency services, the last thing you want is for them to waste precious minutes breaking down a locked door. So if you're able and still conscious, unlock your front door immediately. Leave it open if it's safe to do so. If you live in an apartment, make sure the main gate or buzzer system is accessible. If you've called from a mobile phone, try texting a friend or neighbor your location and say you need help. This could serve as backup if emergency responders are delayed. Next, position yourself in a visible area, preferably near the front entrance or a main hallway. Make sure lights are on so rescuers can find you quickly. Avoid secluded rooms or spaces where you might be hard to see or reach if you lose consciousness. Also, if you have pets that might block entry or delay responders, try to secure them in a separate room if you still have the strength. The fewer barriers between you and help, the better. This step may sound simple, but it could save valuable minutes. Those minutes could be the difference between revival and tragedy. Emergency responders are trained to act fast, but only if they can get to you. Open the path, make yourself visible, and lie in plain sight. You've done everything else to survive. Don't let a locked door be your final obstacle. Tip 10. Prepare in advance. Build your heart attack survival kit. While none of us planned to suffer a heart attack, preparation can make all the difference when the unexpected strikes. The final life-saving tip isn't about what you do during a heart attack, it's about what you do before it happens. Build a heart attack survival kit and have it ready in a known, accessible spot. Include the following items: a small bottle of chewable aspirin, a list of emergency contacts, a fully charged backup phone or power bank, your medical history written down, and a note that says, "I may be having a heart attack. Please call emergency services." You can even keep a small copy of this 10-tip guide printed and laminated. Make sure the kit is clearly labeled and stored in your bedroom, near the front door, or in your kitchen, somewhere easy to access. If you live with others, tell them where it is. If you live alone, keep another copy in your car or wallet. Also, consider installing emergency medical ID features on your smartphone. Devices like smartwatches can even alert contacts if they detect irregular heart rhythms or sudden changes in movement. Think of this kit as a fire extinguisher for your heart. You hope you never need it, but if the worst happens, you'll be ready. And in that readiness, there's power. Power to survive. Power to respond. Power to live.